Hello, everybody. Jonathan Pulley here with West Coast Weather. Today is November 10th. It is about 5:46 p.m. Of this recording, and we're going to take a quick look at this strong storm system that's starting to move into the Pacific Northwest right now. This cold front will start moving south through Washington and Oregon starting tomorrow morning, bringing some gusty winds and heavy rain as it goes through. But through the entire night tonight, some strong winds are going to be possible for much of western Washington and parts of southwest British Columbia as well. And then we're going to take a quick look at what weather conditions we may expect in the next few days after this as well. There's also a chance of thunderstorms with this Saturday, tomorrow afternoon. So we're also going to take a look at that. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, now we're looking at the ridge and trough position on the European Mall. So this is about right now. You can see the big storm system over the Gulf of Alaska that's going to start moving south and bringing a strong gradient over the Pacific Northwest this evening, and it already is starting to. As we go through tonight, you can see that trough, the storm system kind of moving into British Columbia and weakening. Then this troughing continues and then moves well south of the area, kind of bringing us still a stormy pattern, but not as stormy as today and tomorrow is going to be. And then that kind of weekends, and the European Mall brings another system through midweek, and then originating after that, the GFS also shows something relatively similar to this. And then way off in Fantasyland, you can see that the European Mall drops another big trough over the area. But we have plenty of time to watch that. And if we also go to this pressure map, we can see the pressure right now. You can see this is a pretty strong storm system with pressure around 974. But you can see as this moves just north of us this evening, you can see this tight pressure grant right over Washington, parts of very northwest Oregon, bringing those strong winds with it. And as we go, this is the 6-hour precipitation inches. This is kind of just going to give us a view of when the precipitation is going to arrive. So you can see the frontal system starting to move in tonight, and then you can see this heavier band kind of just moving south over the area and then kind of weakening as it goes down to Oregon. And then you can see the next system coming in Sunday evening, bringing another slug of moisture over the area. And then this trough kind of just opens up over the west coast, and then another weak system maybe moves through midweek. Now let's take a closer look at things. This is the NAM 3 cam. Now we're looking at 10-meter wind gusts. So this is about right now. You can see gusty winds are already starting to pick up over the northwest interior, gusts towards up into the 40s mainly. But as we go through the evening and look at this, we can start getting wind gusts in the low to even middle 60s, maybe even approaching towards 60 miles per hour up near Bellingham. And this really continues through the evening, bringing potential for power outages, especially as some of the vegetation is still pretty weak from our dry summer. We've really only been having rain the past month and a half, so some of the vegetation is still weak from the summer heat. And you can see this little band of heavier wind gusts that start moving into parts of the central and northern Puget Sound. This is associated with a meso low or small scale low pressure system that's going to form because of the dry air that's sinking and warming on the lee side of the Olympic Mountains. This may bring a couple hours of 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts to parts of South Whidbey, Admiralty Inlet area, Everett, the Painfield Airport, maybe Edmonds. And then as that, you can see the front moving through. We may get a westerly surge of wind down the straight one. It doesn't look particularly strong, but also the models haven't really been agreeing that well on that. So there's a potential for that through the evening on Saturday. And then this is the HRRR 3-kilometer model. This is the high resolution rapid refresh. It is called that because it's got a very high resolution. Also, it updates every single hour, so it gives us information rapidly, as the name suggests. So this is about now. You can see gusts getting maybe towards 50 miles per hour in the next hour or two, picking up towards below the middle 50s. The HRRR is 61 miles per hour at Bellingham. That would certainly cause some power outages if it does get that high. HRRR can sometimes overdo these wind speeds, but also sometimes it can actually nail these wind events. that other models don't. So it's kind of an even or situation. And then you can see that winds really just continue, and you can also see that band that was on the NAM model, but now is this is the H triple R, and you can see almost brings some gusts 60 to 65 miles per hour maybe for parts of the Southern Admiralty Inlet area. That usually it overdoes these kind of sort of meso low situations, but if that were to occur, that would definitely cause some relative damage to those localized areas. Then you can see the westerly winds move in as behind this cold front and maybe bring some gusts up to 40 for parts of Whidbey Island and the San Juan Islands. And then some gusty westerlies slash southwesterlies for parts of the Puget Sound, maybe gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour. And you can see the westerly winds and onshore flow kind of ends by the time you get into Saturday evening. So this is the national blend of models now. So this is basically just a mix of a bunch of the main models and gives us kind of an average forecast. This can tend to be more accurate than other models. So you can see about now, you can see again gusts 40 to maybe approaching 50 miles around now. But as this model even brings stronger winds to the Bellingham, which is kind of surprising. The national blend models is usually a bit more conservative on its forecast, and it's showing gusts up towards almost the mid 60s for Bellingham. So that would cause quite the power outage party up there. You can see the gusty winds continue, bringing some gusts up into the 40s for the Puget Sound. Gusts into the 40s for the Puget Sound is pretty strong, and the strongest winds we've really gotten this season for parts of the Puget Sound is about 33 to like 35 miles per hour. So this is going to be a good bit stronger, and that even caused some power outages. So this will for sure cause some power outages later tonight into tomorrow morning. Then you can see the westerly winds as well in this model. So now, as we go into this is the European Ensemble. So this is all 50 Ensemble members mixed together, and this is for the Bellingham International Airport. You can see that the average of all of them is around 55 miles per hour, approaching 60 miles per hour. Some of these even have higher than that. So definitely very windy. If we go over to the Whidbey Island Naval Air Station, it's showing almost the same thing, maybe even a little windier, with the mean up near 57, 58 miles per hour, with gusts over 60 miles per hour, even possible in some isolated locations. This is the Seattle area. You can see even some gusts over 50 miles per hour may be possible if things work out correctly. The mean is up about 46, 47 miles per hour. So very windy for the Seattle area. Definitely power outages and at least some tree limbs. Maybe some weak trees may fall down. And this is the Quileute Airport out on the Washington coast. You can see the gusts up towards 50 miles per hour. Not really out of the ordinary for them out there, but still may cause some nuisance power outages. And then here's the Spokane National Weather Service over in eastern Washington, and you can see some gusts up to 50 miles per hour will be possible as well out there for a few hours in the afternoon on Saturday tomorrow. This is for the Portland International Airport. The cold front's going to be weakening by the time it reaches Portland, so maybe some gusts up towards 40 miles per hour. May still cause some nuisance power outages, but nothing too out of the ordinary. So now let's look at the NAM 3 kilometer. This is the composite reflectivity, or what the radar may look like as we go through this evening. So this is about now. You can see rain maybe starting to move in over the area. There's going to be some rain shadowing over Whidbey Island, San Juan, as the strong winds kind of create a rain shadow. And then you can see this main body of the cold front starting to sag south as we go into early tomorrow morning. With this, once this goes through the Puget Sound, this is going to bring some gusty winds and heavy rain with it, and may wake some people up as the rain hits the roof. This moves out pretty quickly, and then behind this, you can see that there's going to be some chances of some rain showers and possibly even a thunderstorm as the air mass destabilizes and becomes more unstable. And I'll show you why that is on the HRRR model here soon. Those showers kind of continue through Sunday before our next system starts approaching the area later Sunday evening. So now here's the HRRR. This is also the composite reflectivity. So you can see general agreement right now with the rain starting to spread over, but you can see on the HRRR, it's a higher resolution model, so it picks up on these frontal features a lot better. You can see quite the strong band with this. There's definitely maybe an isolated lightning strike is going to be possible with this. This is going to be a pretty intense band, at least according to models. This kind of blasts through the Puget Sound, most of western Washington, and moving out by the time work starts. And then a possible powerful convergence zone may also form behind this over parts of Whidbey Island, Camano Island, Skagit, Snohomish County, maybe down towards King County. You can see the stronger showers and possible thunderstorms behind this and continuing through Saturday evening. Now let's look at the lightning flash density, or what the HRRR model thinks there's going to be a potential for a thunderstorm to form. You can see this is during the morning. This is right before the frontal system moves through. Not really much chance. But you can see as it moves through, there's a slight chance of maybe a rumble of thunder with that main band that goes through. But behind that band, the atmosphere kind of destabilizes, and scattered thunderstorms are going to be possible with those rain showers as they move through. Really, anywhere in Northwest Washington, Southwest BC has that chance. Now let's look at the actual wind observations right now. So this is Whidbey Island. This is San Juan Islands up here, Victoria, Port Townsend, Everett, Bellingham is just north of here. Seattle's just right down here. And you can see Whidbey Island, NAS Whidbey just got 49 mile per hour gusts according to the station. It's getting gusts well into the 40s right now. So the models are doing really well right now, maybe even underdoing the beginning of these winds. And you can see Smith Island getting gusts up to 42 miles per hour, 20s and 30s pretty much all around this area. These ones will continue to increase the next few hours and really remain pretty strong all the way through about 4 to 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. So plenty of wind to go around and possible power outages. So that is it for this video. Be prepared for potential power outages. Charge your phones up. Make sure those generators are okay and running, and just be prepared to wake up and maybe not be able to turn on your lights, or maybe turn the faucet on in the sink. So, and hopefully they'll get all the power people will get all those fixed relatively quickly. But yes, this storm is coming in. It's going to bring some strong winds to parts of Washington and Northwest Oregon and Southwest BC. I hope everybody enjoyed this quick and detailed weather forecast. And if you like this video, just hit that subscribe button and like button down below. And I'll talk to you all in the next video. Take care and God bless.